So, welcome sa ating new math lesson. Ako nga pala si Sir Waki. At ito ang ating topic ngayon.
Solving rational equations. Recall muna natin kung anong rational equation. Rational equation, an equation involving rational expressions. Here are some examples of rational equation. 1 over x minus 2 equals 3x. 2x plus 1 all over 3 equals 8 over 7x. 2 over x minus 3 over 2x equals 1/5. Now, since involved ang mga fraction sa rational equation, kailangan alam natin kung paano i-determine ang LCD or the least common denominator. So, magkaroon muna tayo ng simpleng recall sa pagkuha ng least common denominator or LCD. So, find the LCD of 4 over 8 and 3 over 8. Now, kung mapapansin natin, parehas ang denominator, parehas na 8. LCD niya ay 8. Isa pa. X over 2 and x plus 1 all over 2. Parehas uli ang denominator. Ang LCD niya ay 2. So, note, if two fractions have the same denominator, then the LCD is the common denominator. So, ganun lang siya. Pag parehas lang ang denominator, ang LCD, yung mismong denominator. Another example, x plus 3 all over x and 12 over x. So, the LCD is x. X minus 6 all over x minus 2 and x squared over x minus 2. LCD is x minus 2. 3 over x squared plus 2x plus 3 and x minus 5 all over x squared plus 2x plus 3. Same ang denominator, so x squared plus 2x plus 3. That's the LCD. Now, paano naman dito sa dalawang fractions na to magkaiba ang kanilang denominator? 1/2 and 4 over 3. Isang 2, isang 3. Ang LCD niya ay 6. Another example, 1 over 9 and 4 over 5. The LCD is 45. 2 over 7 and 1 over x. The LCD is 7x. Note, if two fractions are unlike or with different denominators and the only common factor between them is 1, then the LCD is the product of the denominators. Ang sabi dito, kapag magkaiba ang denominator at ang common factor lang nila ay 1, so ang magiging LCD ay yung product ng dalawang denominators. So, sa 1/2 tsaka sa 4 over 3, kunin natin yung 2 tsaka 3, magkaiba sila. Pag kinuha natin yung factors ng 2, 2 times 1. Ang factors naman ng 3 ay 3 times 1. So, kung mapapansin natin, ang common factor lang ay 1. The LCD is 2 times 3 equals 6. So, 6 ang kanilang LCD. Sa 1 over 9 at saka sa 3 over 5, 9 tsaka 5, pag kinuha natin yung factors ng 9, 9 times 1. Pag kinuha naman natin yung factors ng 5, 5 times 1. Again, the only common factor is 1. So, ibig sabihin, pag kinuha natin yung LCD, kunin lang natin yung product. 9 times 5 equals 45. The LCD is the product of the denominators. Now, let's try this. Find the LCD, 8 over 11 and 5 over 2. Therefore, the LCD is 22. 11 times 2, 22. Ang LCD naman ng x plus 3 all over x minus 1 and 4 over x plus 2. X minus 1, x plus 2. Wala silang common factor except 1. So, ang product lang nila ang LCD. The quantity x minus 1 times quantity x plus 2. Find the LCD, 2x over x plus 4 and 7 over x plus 1. Common factor lang ay 1. The LCD is their product. Quantity x plus 4 times quantity x plus 1. 4x over x plus 5 and 3 minus x all over x. So the LCD is their product, x times x plus 5. Okay, next tayo. 7 over 4 and x plus 1 all over 12. Magkaiba ang kanilang denominator. The LCD is 12. Dito naman, 6 over 25 and x over 5. 25 and 5, magkaiba ang denominator. Ano ang LCD? Okay, 25. Tingnan pa natin. Isa pang example, 1 over x and 2 over 4x. LCD, 4x. Alright, note, if two fractions are unlike with different denominators and one denominator is a factor of the other, then the LCD is the larger denominator. Now, in 6 over 25 and x over 5, the factors of 25, 5 is a factor of 25. So, magiging LCD natin is the larger denominator, which is 25. X plus 1 all over 18 and x minus 2 all over 9. So, the LCD is 18. Why 18? Kung titingnan natin yung factors ng 18, that is 9 times 2. Isa sa mga factor niya ay 9, which is the other denominator. So, kukunin natin yung mas malaking denominator, that is 18. 1 over x plus 2 and x squared minus 3 all over quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x minus 4. Makikita natin dito sa denominator na to, itong x plus 2 ay isa sa mga factors ng kabilang denominator. So, the LCD is x plus 2 times x minus 4. Next one. 5 over x plus 1 and negative 2x over x squared minus 1. The LCD is x plus 1 times x minus 1. So, paano naman nangyari yun? Kung titignan natin itong x squared minus 1, pag kinuha natin ang factors niyan, yan ay x plus 1 times x minus 1. So, itong x plus 1 ay factor ng kabila. So, therefore, the LCD is x plus 1 times x minus 1. Next example, 9x minus 2 all over x squared plus 4x plus 4 and 7 over x plus 2. So, kunin natin ang LCD. The LCD is x plus 2 times x plus 2. So, why? Kung kukunin natin ang factors nitong x squared plus 4x plus 4, so, isa sa mga factors niya ang x plus 2 yung kabilang denominator. So, kunin natin x plus 2 times x plus 2. So, that's the LCD. Common na yung x plus 2, so dito na tayo. Next, 3x minus 1 all over x squared minus 4x plus 3 and x plus 1 all over x minus 3. The LCD is x minus 3 times the quantity x minus 1. So, kunin natin yung factors nito, x squared minus 4x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 1. Okay, kung nahihirapan kayo sa pagkuha ng factors ng quadratic trinomial, pwede nyo panoorin yung video namin sa YouTube. Factoring quadratic trinomial. Try this. Find the LCD of the following. Punta na tayo ngayon sa solving rational equations. So here are the procedures in solving rational equations. Now to solve the rational equations, eliminate denominators by multiplying each term of the equation by the least common denominator. Note that eliminating denominators may introduce extraneous solutions. Check the solutions of the transformed equations with the original equation. When we say extraneous solution, this is a solution such as that to an equation that emerges from the process of solving the problem but is not a valid solution to the problem. Solve for x. 2 over x minus 3 over 2x is equal to 1 over 5. First step natin is to determine the LCD. multiply both sides of the equation by LCD. So, kunin natin yung LCD. Mapapansin natin, meron tayong 2, 5, and then x. Hindi na natin isasama isa pang x kasi common naman na siya sa kabilang denominator. So, the LCD is the product of x, 2, and 5. X times 2 times 5, that is 10x. So, i-multiply natin sa 10x multiplied by 2 over x. Makakancel yung x. Then 10 times 2 is 20. Minus, i-multiply uli natin yung 10x sa 3 over 2x. So, makakancel yung x. Then 10 divided by 2 is 5 multiplied by 3, 15. Equals, i-multiply natin sa kabilang side ng equation. 10 divided by 5 is 2, so 2x times 1, 2x. Ang naging result ay linear equation. Kunin natin yung difference ng 20 minus 15. That is 5 equals 2x. Divide both sides by 2. So cancel yung 2x equals 5 halves. So ito ngayon yung nakuha nating value ng x as we solve the rational equation. Now, i-check natin ngayon kung ito nga ba ay solution. So note, in checking, use the original equation. Lagi tayong babalik dun sa given or sa original equation. So ang original equation is 2 over x minus 3 over 2x equals 1 over 5. X equals 5 over 2. I-simplify natin ngayon yung 2 over 5 over 2. This is a complex fraction. The result when we simplify is 4 over 5. Minus, dito naman sa kabila, we have 3 over 2 times 5 halves. So makikita natin dito, pwedeng cancelin yung 2. Titira dyan is 3 over 5. This is equal to 1 over 5. Mapapansin nyo dito sa left side, parehas naman ang denominator. Pwede nating pag-subtractin yung numerators. 4 minus 3 is 1 and copy the same denominator. So that is 1 over 5 equals 1 over 5. So parehas naman na sila. Therefore, x equals 5 over 2 is a solution. Okay, next example. Example number 2, solve for x. X squared minus 10 all over x minus 1 equals negative 14 minus 5x all over x minus 1. Same procedure lang, multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. Now, since all denominators are the same, then the LCD is x minus 1. Pag magkakamukha denominator, ang LCD, yung common denominator. Parehas naman siyang x minus 1, multiply both sides by the LCD which is x minus 1. Now, multiply natin dito sa may x squared minus 10 all over x minus 1. Cancel ang x minus 1. So, this becomes x squared minus 10 equals. Multiply naman natin sa right side. Again, cancel ang x minus 1. We have negative 14 minus 5x. Kung mapapansin nyo, ang naging result ay quadratic equation. Paano ba sinosolve ang quadratic equation? Sa quadratic equation, one side of the equation must be equal to 0. So, since ito naman ang leading term natin, gawin nating 0 itong right side, ilipat nating negative 14 sa kaliwa ng equation, at saka itong negative 5x sa kaliwa ng equation. So, x squared plus 5x, paglipat nito, 5x minus 10, ito siya. Pag lumipat yung negative 14 or yung minus 14, magiging plus 14 equals 0. Yung right side ng equation natin ngayon ay 0. So, x squared plus 5x, pag sinimplify natin ang negative 10 plus 14, that is plus 4 equals 0. Now, merong mga method sa pagsasolve ng quadratic equation. Meron tayong extracting square roots by factoring, by completing the square, or by using quadratic formula. Now, since ang left side naman ay factorable, pwede nating i-apply ang factoring method. Factors ng x squared plus 5x plus 4, x plus 4 times x plus 1 equals 0. So, by zero factor theorem, yung dalawang factors, i-equate natin sa 0. So, x plus 4 equals 0, and the other one is x plus 1 equals 0. So, solve natin to ngayon. X is equal to, pag lumipat yung positive 4 sa kabila, so x equals negative 4. So, sa kabila, lilipat ang positive 1, x equals negative 1. Meron tayong dalawang solutions na nakuha, x equals negative 4 and x equals negative 1. I-check natin kung pareha silang magsasatisfy sa equation. Again, in checking, use the original equation instead of the transformed equation. Now, using x equals negative 4, i-substitute natin yung negative 4 sa lahat ng x. Okay, so ayan, pag sinubstitute natin. So, negative 4 squared is 16 minus 10 all over negative 4 minus 1. So, negative 4 minus 1 equals negative 14, negative 5 times negative 4, positive 20 all over negative 4 minus 1. (16 minus 10 is 6 over negative 4 minus 1, negative 5 equals negative 14 plus 20 is 6 also over negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. Makita natin parehas yung left at saka right side ng equation. Therefore, x equals negative 4 is a solution. How about x equals negative 1? So, substitute natin yung negative 1 sa lahat ng x. Negative 1 squared is positive 1 minus 10 all over negative 1 minus 1 equals negative 14, negative 5 multiplied by negative 1, that is positive 5 all over negative 1 minus 1. 1 minus 10, that is negative 9. Negative 1 minus 1, negative 2 equals negative 14 plus 5 is negative 9 over negative 1 minus 1, negative 2. Negative over negative, positive 9 halves. So, parehas lang din, positive 9 halves. So, it means x equals negative 1 is also a solution. So, parehas na solution meron tayo. Both negative 4 and negative 1 are solutions. Example number 3. Solve for x. And multiply both sides of the equation by the LCD. X plus 2, x minus 2, x minus 2, x plus 2. Itong x minus 2 tsaka x plus 2, parehas meron na sa x plus 2 tsaka x minus 2. So, ang magiging LCD natin ngayon ay itong x plus 2 times x minus 2. Mumultiply natin dito sa x over x plus 2. Cancel ang x plus 2. So, x times x minus 2. X times x minus 2. Minus, ito naman, mumultiply natin sa kabila. 1 over x minus 2. Ang makakancel naman ay x minus 2. So, 1 multiplied by x plus 2. X plus 2. Equals, i-multiply natin ngayon sa right side. Cancel na lahat. Okay, makakancel. Matitira na lang ay 8. So, equals 8. Next, i-multiply natin yung x sa x minus 2. Quantity x minus 2. So, x times x, x squared. X times negative 2, negative 2x. Negative times x is negative x. Negative times positive 2 is negative 2. Equals 8. Again, the result is a quadratic equation. So, one side must be equal to 0. Lilipat na lang natin tong 8 sa kabilang side ng equation. So, this is x squared minus 2x minus x minus 2. Paglipat ng positive 8 minus 8 equals 0. Okay, pwede nating i-combine itong dalawang to. Negative 2x minus x, negative 3x. Negative 2 minus 8, negative 10 equals 0. So, gamitin nating method by factoring para ma-solve natin yung values ng x. The factors are x minus 5 times x plus 2. This is equal to 0. By zero factor theorem, equate natin sa 0 yung dalawang factors. X minus 5 equals 0 and x plus 2 equals 0. So, ilipat sa kabila, x equals positive 5. Lilipat tong positive 2 sa kabila, so x equals negative 2. Meron tayo na solve ng dalawang values ng x equals 5 and x equals negative 2. I-check natin if they are solutions. Note in checking, use the original equation. Using x equals 5. So substitute natin yung 5 dito sa mga x. So 5 over 5 plus 2 minus 1 over 5 minus 2 equals 8 over, this is quantity 5 plus 2 times quantity 5 minus 2. So pag sinimplify natin to, this is 5 over 7 because 5 plus 2 equals 7. So 5 over 7 minus, ito naman 5 minus 2 is 3, so this is 1 over 3 or 1/3 equals 8 over 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 minus 2 is 3. Next, kunin natin yung difference. 5 over 7 minus 1 over 3. Ang LCD niya ay 21. 7 tsaka 3. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 divided by 7 is 3. Multiplied by 5, 15. Minus 21 divided by 3, 7. Times 1, 7. Equals 8 over 7 times 3 is 21. 15 minus 7 all over 21. 15 minus 7 is 8, so 8 over 21 equals 8 over 21. Same. So same. Therefore, x equals 5 is a solution. Now, using x equals negative 2, mapapansin natin dito at saka dito, pag sinubstitute natin yung negative 2, negative 2 plus 2 magiging 0. Negative 2 plus 2 magiging 0. X should not be equal to negative 2. Dito ngayon lilitaw na yung x equals negative 2 is an extraneous solution. Value siya ng x pag nag-solve ka, pero pag chinek mo siya, hindi siya pwedeng maging solution. Ang tawag sa kanya, extraneous solution. So x equals 5 is the only solution.
Click the subscribe button and the notification bell for more updates of our videos. Math is so easy.